Howdy, we're Group 1, and our research project concerns xenotransplantation. The image displays a layman's process of a typical xenotransplantation. Through the many tasks of this project, this is how we split up the roles in our group. Xenotransplantation is the transplantation of organs or tissues from one species into another, most commonly from animals to humans. It has gained attention as a potential solution to the increasing shortage of human organ donors. As you can see from the chart, the number of transplantations performed severely undermines the number of patients on the transplant waiting list. Advances in genetic engineering now allow scientists to modify animal organs, especially those from pigs, due to their human like internal structures to make them more compatible with the human immune system. In this presentation, we will compare the popular press perspective, which often highlights the potential benefits and successes, with the scientific perspective, which emphasizes the risks, challenges, and ethical considerations associated with xenotransplantation. In popular media, xenotransplantation is often portrayed as a medical breakthrough or even a miracle solution to organ shortages. News outlets tend to highlight successful cases such as patients receiving genetically modified pig hearts or kidneys and surviving for weeks or months. These stories often emphasize hope, progress, and the potential for saving lives, creating an optimistic narrative that can sometimes gloss over the complex risk involved. The focus is on the exciting potential rather than the long-term challenges, which makes the story more appealing to the general public. While much of the hopeful information is generally true, it is important that we also consider scientifically backed research and opinions to know the true medical significance of this procedure. This image shows a timeline of key milestones concerning the history and development of xenotransplantation. You will see that many of the milestones are based on occurrences that are features in the popular press articles. From a scientific perspective, the outlook is much more cautious and measured. Researchers acknowledge that xenotransplantation has the potential to address the organ shortage, but also comes with a significant risk and limitations. Immune rejection is a major concern. The human immune system often recognizes animal organs as foreign and attacks them, even with the use of immunosuppressive drugs. The selected studies all explain that innate immune phagocytosis, the cellular process by which the immune system digests foreign particles or dead cells, is responsible for determining the success or transplanted of foreign cells. There are measurable quantitative differences in the rates at which cells from different species, individuals, or your own cells are broken down during innate immune phagocytosis. Another critical issue is the risk of cross-species viral transmission, which can introduce new infectious diseases into humans. Surgical procedures, unfortunately, are also greatly increase the chance of infection or spread of disease once the body is cut open. There are also questions about the long-term viability of transplanted organs, how well they function over time, and whether repeated treatments would be needed. In most cases, xenotransplantation extends life by several months, even years at times. Additionally, there are ethical and regulatory considerations such as animal welfare and public acceptance of using animal organs for humans. Genetically modified animals being bred specifically for xenotransplantation are also becoming more common and questioned for ethicality. There is more work to be done, but the future of xenotransplantation is rapidly improving and becoming more apparent in health and science all over the world. One of our team members' grandmothers went through this procedure. This slide outlines some of the specifics and outcomes from xenotransplantation in a real-life scenario. To summarize, xenotransplantation represents a fascinating area of medical research with the potential to save lives and address organ shortages. The popular press emphasizes its potential benefits, presenting a hopeful and sometimes overly simplified narrative. In contrast, the peer review scientific literature highlights the risks, limitations, and ethical considerations, providing a more cautious and evidence-based view. In conclusion, through this project, we learned that it is needed possible for animals organs to be used in humans through xenotransplantation, thanks to advances in genetic engineering and medical science. While the popular press often presents this as an immediate breakthrough, the scientific perspective shows that there are many challenges and risks to address, including immune rejection, disease transmission, and ethical considerations. Overall, our findings highlighted that xenotransplantation is a promising area of research with the potential to save thousands of lives, but it is required to study and continued investigation before it can become a highly trusted routine medical practice. Thank you.